the Mirage. This room, you guys, I'm speechless. So this is actually my first time staying at the Mirage. I've had some friends stay here before, heard nothing but good things, but had never stayed here before. But when I found out that they were actually going to close the Mirage because of Hard Rock's purchase, I thought I gotta stay here before they close. We had a comped room through our MGM rewards, and we're staying here for 3 nights. Now we had originally booked just a regular room, and then we'd asked them afterwards, are there any upgrades available? They offered us a stay well room, which we did accept, and then later on we said, you know what, I want to see that volcano. So anyway, we upgraded to the volcano room. The first 2 nights we had comp still. The third night they were going to charge us, I think it was like $70 a night. I'll have to get back to you on that one. And anyway, we thought, great, we've got a room we know we like. When we got here, we thought, let's do a little gambling. So we did the sandwich trip, which if you're not familiar, that's when you take your ID and your credit card when they say, you know, when they ask you for that, and put a 20 or 50, whatever you think is appropriate. In between, slide it over and just say, are there any complimentary upgrades available? Sometimes give them a reason. So I mentioned the fact that it was my birthday, you know, a week or so ago. And yeah, he said, we've got a suite available for you, but you're not gonna have a volcano view, unfortunately. He says, you will have the pool view and a little bit of the strip. So he said, you know what, let's take it. Honestly, I'm blown away. I've never stayed here, as I mentioned, and I'm blown away. This room is beautiful. So right as you walk in, you can see we've got the double doors, which, that's cool. We've got this little bar area here. So we've got a wet bar. There's a sink here. There is obviously the mini bar, which, you know, we're not gonna be touching because we ain't that bougie. And you also do have your own fridge here too. With the freezer. Like, hello, a freezer? That's awesome. So, incredible. This little bar area here too, just if you want to like pre-game before your night on the town. Again, really, really cool. You have a little entertainment area here, a little living room with a sectional, which is beautiful. As mentioned, we do have a view of the pool. Now, the one downside I am going to mention is that we are on the top floor. So if you've been to Vegas before, you know that the top floor of the Mirage is where they have the decals for their Cirque du Soleil show. And unfortunately, that is what's covering here. So you can see there's these little tiny holes which you can see out of, but it really actually does kind of obstruct your view. Your eyes kind of do this funny thing when you're trying to focus on something. I can see the pool. I can see Siegfried and Roy's secret garden over there. So it is still a nice view. It's just, yeah, it's a little bit of an adjustment. I can see Caesar's Palace. I can see down that way. So as much as I did want to see the volcano, this is still incredible. Let's continue on with the room tour though. We've got like a little dining area here, I guess. You got a few chairs, you got a little credenza there. Like it's a pretty good room. And then the bedroom. You guys got to see this bedroom. So we have a king-size bed, little sitting area here, which again, I mean, some of the stuff you're probably not going to use, but it's still nice to have. This TV though, like, this is crazy. So you can be just, you know, chilling in bed, long day, walking up and down the strip, said, you know, I want to watch some TV. How cool is that? Like, I need this for my home. Like, this is amazing. I love it. Anyway, let's continue on. The bathroom, you guys, is huge. It's probably bigger than my condo in Toronto. Like, it's massive. So you got this walk-in shower with glass, and again, no shower curtain. Like, you guys know how I feel about that. I'm so excited the fact that they actually have a glass one here. Like, it's a nice one. It's a nice shower. This bathtub is massive. Like, it's huge. You've got this his and hers, or hers and hers, or his and his little sink area here, which is, again, incredible because you sort of don't need to worry about getting involved in anybody else's space here. You can kind of do your own thing. Again, awesome. A TV in here. If you're chilling in the bathtub and you want to relax, you can watch a little bit of TV. Why not? There's also a little area over here. You want to, get all glammed up, do your makeup, get your hair did, whatever. Yeah, a nice little area right here to do that. The toilet itself, I love a hotel that separates the toilet because, somebody else needs to use the bathroom while you're showering, getting ready. I love that. So anyway, this toilet here in itself is pretty big. And you got a bidet. How very European. And even this, the walk-in closet, we did already throw our stuff in here. Just as I said, we just literally walked into the room and just threw our stuff in this, and I gotta film because this is crazy. Yeah, this is a great room. I'm really excited. I said I've never stayed in the Mirage before, and so far, really great experience. So anyway, we just got to Vegas, so we have lots to do, lots to cover. We're gonna be doing tons of videos here. We're doing 3 nights here, and then we're actually gonna do 3 nights at another hotel. This is something I've never done before, so I'm actually really excited about this, but a little bit nervous too. So anyway, we're gonna get into that later. But for this particular video though, you will see only this room tour, and then I'm gonna give you a review at the end, just to kind of let you know my thoughts and feelings and everything like that. Otherwise, you will see some of my experiences. Tonight we're going to see the Cirque du Soleil show Love. We've got a few other things on the agenda. So anyway, just wanted to quickly show you the room, and yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, viva Las Vegas. You guys, this is so nice. I just got back from dinner, the Mirage, and I came back to the room, and the staff at the Mirage had brought me this for my birthday. That's so nice. So it says, Mr. Ray, happy 35th birthday. Thank you for choosing the Mirage to celebrate this special occasion. We hope you enjoy your stay. The Mirage front desk team. That's really nice. Stuff like that, honestly, makes you feel so good. Thank you guys so much, the Mirage.
Several days later.
Let's try not to fall over here. Yeah, so I wanted to do my final thoughts video now versus doing it later. We still do have 1 night left here at the Mirage, of course, but honestly, it's been such a busy and hectic trip already that I wanted to make sure I got this done while I still had time, because we already have, we have dinner reservations coming up, we've got this, we've got that, so I wanted to make sure I had this ready, done. Anyway, here we go. First of all, I want to say I have been pleasantly surprised here at the Mirage. Not because I thought it was going to be bad, not because I thought it was not going to be a good trip, a good stay, but I've never stayed here before. This is my first time staying here. I've been coming to Vegas since about 2010. This is my first time actually staying at the Mirage. I've always visited the Mirage. I've always, made sure to stop in at the, the casino, for example. I've always, Siegfried and Roy's Secret Garden, some of the other places here. I've always made a point of checking out. I've never actually stayed here though. I've had friends stay here. I've seen other, people online talking about that, they've enjoyed their stays, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, my first time. So when I found out last year that the Mirage had sold and was going to be changed to a Hard Rock, I thought I need to make sure I stay here just once at least, just to experience it. I grew up on Vegas Vacation, National Lampoon's. I've seen that movie I don't know how many times. I remember watching it as a kid and wanting to go to Vegas, thinking it was a cool place to be and this and that. And yeah, I watched that movie all the time. We literally watched it as we were packing to come here. So I have a little bit of a connection, I guess, to the Mirage. I also used to stay at Palazzo all the time. That was the first place I stayed at, and I've stayed there so many times. And it's, pretty much across the street. So I would always make my way over here and, put 20 bucks in a machine or just have a little walk around or whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm actually really upset to see and to hear that it's going to be going away. I guess part of the reason why I was pleasantly surprised, and please don't judge me when I say this because I'm going to sound really snobby and really hoity-toity, but typically when I come to Vegas, I do stay at the higher end resorts. So the very first time I ever came to Vegas, I stayed at the Palazzo. So I came here with, my mom, my grandmother, my brother. So they really did set me up pretty high in terms of resorts. And then every time after that, for the next couple of years, it was always the Palazzo. I think we did one night at Venetian and ended up switching over to Palazzo again because the setup was just easier for us. But yeah, I've always stayed at like pretty much the higher end resorts. So I've stayed at the Palazzo a bunch of times, I've stayed at the Cosmopolitan a bunch of times, Bellagio a bunch of times. But that's not to say I haven't stayed at some of the, I don't want to say lower end, but not the high end. So I've stayed at, Planet Hollywood, Treasure Island, Flamingo, drawing a blank here, Caesars, which I gotta say I wasn't a huge fan of, but maybe I gotta give them another chance. This was a few years ago too. But anyway, I didn't know what to expect, being completely honest with you. I did not know what to expect. Anyway, we did get 3 nights comped. So let me start off by at least addressing that. This is kind of a weird experiment, I guess, in a way, because I've never done this before. I've never stayed at a resort for 3 nights or however many nights and then changed, like hotel hop, if you will. So usually when I come here for about a week or so, stay at the same hotel the whole time. So, you check in, you hope you got a good room because that's your home base for like close to a week. So this was my home base in my mind for 3 nights. So we got these 3 nights comped, and then we're actually changing over to another hotel tomorrow morning. And that's also comped. So we're using my comps for here and Cody's comps for the next place. So originally we just had a standard room booked. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. And our mind was, we were gonna ask when we got here if there was anything better available. I did call them and said, is there something better we can change to? So they did upgrade us at no charge to a stay well room. I did still really want to get that view of the volcano. So we called again another time and they said, okay, we can give you the volcano room. First 2 nights will be free, but the 3rd night you will have to pay. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like another $70, something like that, on top of the resort fees. So, we did accept that. We said, yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll take the 2 nights comp. The 3rd night we'll pay a little bit of money just so we can get that volcano view. Because I've never had that before. So I thought that'd be cool. And every single time I come to Vegas, I always got to make sure I got a strip view. Anyway, got to the hotel on Tuesday morning. And I thought, I gotta take a chance. I gotta take a gamble here and see if there's anything we can do. So I did the sandwich trick, and for those who aren't familiar, they ask you for your ID, your credit card, you get your ID, your credit card, you sandwich in a bit of money. I sandwiched in only $20 just because I thought, we already have a pretty decent setup in our room. I know we already have a king room. I know we already have, a strip view. That's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure I could see that volcano. So we took a chance. But I thought, I'll do the $20 trick. Surprisingly enough, it was actually Rodolfo at the front desk said, yeah, we're going to give you an upgrade. You won't see the volcano. So at first I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. He's like, but I can give you a nicer room. So anyway, he showed us sort of the layout of the room, and we thought, yeah, let's take this. So we had a pool view, as you could see earlier, and we did have a strip view. We could see down the strip towards like Caesars and everything, but we couldn't, unfortunately, see the volcano. But that's fine. We still got a great view, great setup and everything. And you saw at the beginning, this room is incredible. I also did mention to him at the front desk, to Rodolfo, that it was my birthday. It was actually my birthday, just a couple weeks ago, and that's the reason why we were coming here, is to celebrate for my birthday. And he asked me a couple questions and yada yada yada. Anyway, we got to the room. We're blown away. This is probably, like, no word of a lie, probably one of my favorite rooms I've ever stayed in Las Vegas. And like I said, I've stayed at Bellagio, I've stayed at Cosmo, I've stayed at Palazzo, Venetian, like some of the highest end hotels in Las Vegas. This is, I would say, probably like my 2nd favorite room I've ever stayed in. Like, it's incredible. It really did surprise me. If I had to view it through a picky lens because of these videos, I do tend to do that now. There's some things I would change. There's a bleach stain on our carpet in the bathroom here. There's a couple little, scratches and things like that on some of the furniture. It's wear and tear. This hotel is, 20, 30 years old, so it's gonna happen. Could I see a refresh happening here? Absolutely. Is it worth it though if the hotel is changing hands? Probably not. But honestly though, all in all, we really have enjoyed our stay. Everybody has been super nice. Like, we came back on the Tuesday night, we went out for dinner and everything, came back to the room, and on the little bar area, they had set up a little card for me with some candies and some Fiji waters, and just wish me happy birthday, you know, hoping you enjoy your stay and everything. And honestly, it really is those little touch points that just make you feel appreciated. I felt so appreciated here. You know, like, this isn't the Bellagio, this isn't Palazzo, but I felt more appreciated here than I ever have felt at those properties. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Sleeping wise, I slept pretty well here, to be honest with you. I did get some CBD gummies, I'm not gonna lie, because I do get a little bit stressed, a little bit anxious when I travel. So I found these did help kind of ease my mind a little bit and just kind of help me just kind of settle and get to sleep and everything. So that definitely did help. But all in all, yeah, I'd say we did sleep pretty well in here. The first night I didn't realize there was two separate controls for the air conditioning. So, you know, I had it set up in the living room pretty chilly, but the bedroom wasn't very cold. And I didn't realize the next day there was actually a thermostat because it was hidden behind one of the doors. So I didn't realize it was there. So that was my own bad. But yeah, otherwise I have slept pretty well here. The pool is incredible. We had a fantastic time at the pool. Like I mentioned, usually when I go to the pool, I only want to spend an hour or so, just, you know, get a little bit of you know, sun, have a drink, maybe, you know, pop in the water a little bit. But otherwise, I'm good to just kind of go there for a bit and kind of just move on with my day. You know, when I come to Vegas, I'm like, go, 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 go. It's not really like a relaxing vacation for me. So the pool was a very nice experience. It was relaxing. I will say that we probably did spend a bit more time than we probably should have, because yesterday we were just done. Like, we were exhausted. We got here Tuesday morning before 12, I think it was. It's got to be like 11 something. We're from Toronto, so there's a 3-hour time difference. So, you know, whatever we think of what time it is here, we have to sort of add 3 hours to it, and that's what sort of time it is. Like, for example, we woke up at 5 in the morning. So that's what, 2 o'clock Vegas time, 2 a.m. to get on a plane, to come here. You know, didn't sleep very much, obviously. We got here, and of course you're on that adrenaline. You're in Vegas, you know, you gotta go, go, go. And we did. We went, and it probably was a bit too much for the first night. And yeah, I'd say yesterday hit us. After our pool day, we also walked down to, like, Cody never seen Circus. We walked down, like, all the way down to there. We went to the Pepper Mill for like, a, you know, an early dinner. Did Circus, came back down that way, popped in the fashion show. It was a lot of walking because we also did Venetian, Palazzo, and Wynn, everything along the way, and $320 in the machines there and whatnot. So it was a lot. It was a lot for the first day, the first full day, I guess you could say, that we got back to the room, and we thought we were just kind of just chill for a minute, and Kobe dozed off. I ended up dozing off on and on for a little bit. I kept saying, you know, like, it's 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock, it's 8:30, you know what I mean? To try and think, like, we were originally going to go down to Ling, do the high roller and everything. Honestly, we were done. We were exhausted. We were just, we couldn't do anything. So we both ended up just dozing off. And honestly, we didn't get up till, like, actually out of bed till this morning, and went down to Snacks, had some breakfast, and went to the outlets and some shopping. Anyway, we're back now. But anyway, just I digress a little bit. Going back to the Mirage, we saw Beatles Love the first night as well, which normally I would say is a rookie mistake. Don't book a show on your first night unless you are, you know, the time difference doesn't get to you, or if it works in your favor. For us, it kind of works a little bit against us because we're behind. I mean, granted, we gained 3 hours, but we're also, like, exhausted. So, but we both stayed awake, which was awesome. The show is phenomenal. Again, if you haven't seen it, go see it. If you have seen it, go see it again. Like, go see it, because who knows how long it's going to be here for. I don't know. Just all in all, the casino, I had some decent luck. They gave me $10 because of this comp. We got an extra $10. Plus, we got an extra $50 to spend at the resort. We've used that towards the restaurants. We went to Diablo's Cantina. We had drinks and food at the pool. So, you know, we used that credit towards some of that. They gave me $10 free play. And then because it's my birthday month, they gave me another $10 free play. So I actually ended up winning a little bit of money, which hasn't happened to me in Vegas in quite a while. All in all, though, like, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm very pleasantly surprised I would absolutely come back and stay here again. My only concern with that though is we're probably not going to get this room again, you know, like, and we walked by and saw some of these like the standard rooms, and I said to Cody, I'm like, you know, that would have been our room technically. That would have been where we would have probably had to have, you know, stayed, kind of thing. And it wasn't bad, but when you see this room, you're like, it doesn't compare. You know, it does not compare. It's such a big room. It's beautiful. Honestly though, I am really sad. I'm always sad to see things come and go in Vegas. Always. Like, you know, as I say, I've been coming here since 2010. These trips used to be at least an annual thing that me, my mom, my brother, and my grandma used to always do. And again, we used to always stay at the Palazzo because there was always room for all of us to be comfortable and to, you know, sleep separately and things like that. You know, things have changed obviously over the years, and it's been harder to, you know, come here collectively. And, you know, now typically if I'm coming here, it's me and Cody or whatever the case is. So yeah, things have changed over the years a little bit, but like honestly, you kind of get used to seeing things, you know, you kind of get used to walking down the strip and, oh, there's this property, or there's that property. And it is always hard to see things come and go. I don't know. I'm a bit of a sentimental kind of guy too. I do get attached to things that probably, you know, aren't necessarily worth getting attached to sometimes. But yeah, I do get attached to things sometimes. You know, like I've come back here before, and you know, you're all hyped to go to a certain restaurant that you've been to before that you like. You come and you're like, oh, it's closed, and you're like, cool. Like, you know, this plan I had, or there used to be a really great blog called Vegas Chatter that I used to follow all the time, and then it got bought out, and they used to always give me all my Vegas news, so I'd always be reading that and be like, oh, you know, so-and-so's opening a new hotel, or so-and-so's opening new restaurants, and I'd always be sort of up on, you know, what was going on in Vegas. So I could sort of, I guess, somewhat brace myself for some of the changes. The thing is with Vegas as well is that as much as they say, okay, this has been, they're going to keep the Beatles Love show till, you know, for another year or so. You never know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. They could decide tomorrow just to stop it, just to cancel it. I mean, as we're here, as we speak, they're taking down the Bally's sign right now, right? And they're putting the horseshoe sign up. So Vegas just changes so quickly, and just so, it's tough. I can't even imagine, like, my grandparents used to come here and stay, they say the like original Flamingo. I can't imagine, you know, the changes they saw over the years coming here, you know, and seeing all these small resorts turn into these massive, massive properties with, you know, I just can't even imagine it. When you see old pictures and you think like, that was Vegas, and you think of it now and you're just like, wow, what a difference. And I've noticed a huge difference since I started coming here in 2010, like a massive, massive difference. And for good and for bad, you know, like, you know, I mentioned earlier in a couple of videos, the prices have really, really thrown me. You know, like normally when we come here, we always buy a bottle from duty free and bring it with us. And this time Cody said, we're going to the States. Like, alcohol's so much cheaper there. Let's just wait and get it there. So we didn't get anything. And then as soon as we went to Walgreens, we were shocked at the prices. we were saying, like, this is, you know, when you do the conversion, like, a $40 bottle in Canada, $40 Canadian, is $40 US. So it's, you know, like, what, 30% more expensive for us to buy it here. It doesn't make any sense. And even the guy in Walgreens was telling us, he's like, I used to buy the same tequila for, you know, $15, $20. Now it's $50, you know, and I don't know. I don't like the way it's going. I don't like the way it's going. I understand that, you know, everyone's recuperating right now. Everyone's trying to get their money back. Everyone's trying to, I don't know, get back to normal, I guess. But I just feel like a lot of it is a money grab, and I feel like we're the ones who are unfortunately paying for it. And anyway, take it or leave it, I guess, right? If you don't want to come here, don't. And unfortunately, I have such a connection to this city that I'm going to keep coming back and getting gouged, and that's just the way it is. Anyway, I actually am kind of sad to be leaving. As silly as that sounds, I am sad to be leaving Mirage. We planned it purposely because the next hotel that we are going to is one that I have been to before, and it is a higher end, we'll consider a higher end hotel. And we did it this way because we figured, you know, we'll start the trip off at somewhere that, you know, is okay. And then we know we're going to be going to a nicer place afterwards. So, you know, if we done it the other way around, you know, done the high end place and then go to sort of like that mid-tier level afterwards,
we might be disappointed when we have to leave that place to go to the, the not as nice place. So we purposely did it this way. We set it up that we go to Mirage first and then the other property second. I'm starting to wonder if we made a mistake, because I don't know what kind of a room we're going to get at the next place. I've stayed at the next place a few times and the rooms have been nice, but nothing crazy fancy, nothing crazy interesting, just decent rooms. And it really is the type of hotel that you need the view. That's what you're typically probably paying for, is the view. And I don't know what view we're going to get, so I'm a little concerned. We did try to book a nicer view more than one occasion, and they keep telling us they're sold out. I'm hoping maybe if we try the sandwich trick tomorrow, maybe $20 isn't going to cut it there though. But hopefully if we try the sandwich trick, or batter our eyelashes a little bit, maybe they'll be nice to us. I don't know. But all in all, I actually am sad to be leaving, because I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what my schedule holds. I would love to say that we're going to be coming back here again before the year end, but I just don't know if we can make it work to come back. And I don't know. I really just don't know. We've had such a great time here though. The location's fantastic. I mean, I found even stupid things. Like we went to the North Premium Outlets today, and I just found it to be so easy to just, we called an Uber and it was there in a minute. And then, even getting back, you got right off the highway, they cut through it, and you're right back at the hotel. It was just so convenient, like so convenient. I didn't realize how convenient it was, because, I've stayed at some of these bigger properties before that are just to get into the parking areas, or not the parking areas, to get into the driveways and everything. It's just a bit of a production, but this was just so easy, in and out, in and out. It was just awesome. I don't really have much negative to say about the Mirage. I mean, it's aged well. As I said, there's some picky things here and there that I would maybe change, but otherwise, it's aged well, and we've really had a great time here. We've been treated so well, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want to leave. I think I might want to stay here. Maybe I'll send Cody off to the next hotel and I'll stay here, see if they'll keep me. Anyway, I guess we got to do what we got to do. All in all, though, I got to say, I don't know if we'll get the opportunity to stay here again. I really don't. I don't know if we'll get the opportunity to, see Beatles Love Show again. But I guess all in all, I just want to say thank you to the Mirage. Thank you to all the staff here. Thank you for the memories over the years. Like I said, I've only been coming here since 2010, but it's memories for me. I've made sure to watch that volcano show every single time I've come here. And, I've made sure to pop in, and even if it's just about $20 in the casino here and there, I've always made a point to at least stop in and to visit. It's my first time staying, but I've always made a point to stop and at least visit. And I can't imagine my Vegas trips without coming into the Mirage, because honestly, once it becomes the Hard Rock, I don't know. There's that part of me, that penny mayonnaise part of me, that's like, I don't even want to come here. If it's the Hard Rock, I'm not even gonna bother visiting, because I just feel like the Mirage deserves so much better. I really do. It's a great property. It's a great hotel, and it just deserves better. It deserves to stick around longer. I mean, you look at some of the places like Caesars and Flamingo, they've been here since pretty much the beginning, and I feel like Mirage, I don't know, I just think it deserves to stick around a little bit longer. I think it has a lot more life left in it. The brand has a lot more life left in it. You can see the staff here care, and they're nice people, they're good people. Yeah, I don't know, a bit sad. Anyway, it is what it is. That's Vegas for you. Take it or leave it. And yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But anyway, guys, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional for you here. I am gonna miss it here. Let me know what your Mirage memories are, though. In the comment below, what are your Mirage memories? What are some places, some things that you've done in the Mirage that you have enjoyed? Have you been to Secret Garden, for example? Have you checked out their swimming pool? Have you eaten at one of the, I remember, stupid things like the Kardashian Chaos store, and, silly things like that, the sugar factory that they used to have in here, and, all those little places like that. I just, yeah, I don't know, a lot of memories here. The buffet, I'm not gonna lie, the buffet, was it the best buffet on the Strip? Not really, but it had all you could drink, beer and wine. So I would always make sure to, come here for that even. Like, you know, have a little bit to eat, but just keep going back and getting wine. I always remember that, and I was actually sad that they didn't reopen it yet. So anyway, but yeah, what are some of your memories of the Mirage? Share them below. Let's start talking about it, because I don't know, I feel like we need to sign a petition or something. They need to, even if Hard Rock runs the place, let's just keep the Mirage branding. Let's keep that volcano. I'm gonna be so upset when I see that guitar on the strip. Like every time I drive by it, I'm just gonna shake my fist at it or something. And you know, I don't know. We need to keep that volcano there. It's iconic. It's iconic. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Like I said, thank you guys so much for visiting the Mirage with me. I've got a lot more Vegas content coming your way. I've got a lot of restaurants we visited. I've got a lot of places we've gone to. I've got this upcoming hotel stay that we have that we're changing over to tomorrow. So please consider subscribing. It really does help my channel out. Please like this video. Please share amongst your friends if they're thinking of coming to Vegas. You know, why not? Help them out. Once again, though, this has been Daniel with Spotlight. Huge thank you to the Mirage for the, you know, immense amount of memories I have here. A huge thank you to all the staff, and a huge thank you to you guys as well. Thank you so much for coming to the Mirage with me, and this has been Daniel with Spotlight. Cheers to the Mirage.